They are actresses from across the country, from Los Angeles.
Why are you trying to make me feel guilty for needing your help right now?
To Atlanta.
I love my girls.
All with Hollywood hopes and dreams.
That's a coworker, isn't it?
Yeah, girl, he really tried to get my number.
Though they didn't know each other personally, they shared a common bond. At one time or another, they studied acting with a nationally known Hollywood director and acting coach, Troy Rowland.
Ready and action.
Rowland made a name for himself coaching Hilary Duff in Disney's hit show Lizzie McGuire.
And at that moment, I knew that it was crazy, that Lizzie was just out there.
Here he is more recently on a set with former Destiny's Child singer, now actress, Kelly Rowland.
Today, Kelly had a good day. She came to play.
He coaches in L.A., Houston, and right here in Atlanta. The Fox 5 I-Team went undercover to see what he told students he could do for them.
We teach acting for film and television.
But it's what happened outside of class that caught our eye. The I-Team spoke with 7 actresses who studied with Troy Rowland. They all say he urged them to try out for the role of a stripper in a new TV series. They say he told them to video a sexually charged audition tape, and they were horrified to find out later.
POPAVIST made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we get into. Shamo, about that money, get residuals. Shamo.
Yes. Yes, 2 times. Y'all know the vibes. We go, ooh la la, ah, we. She go, ooh la la, ah, we. They go, ooh la la, ah, we. 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 With the 2-step. Ooh la la, ah, we. Ooh la la. Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Hop out of the bed like where the bread. What it do, YouTube? You now tuned in. POPAVIST. POPAVIST TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here. One more again. If it's your first time, then come on in. Over here, we deal with sports, hip-hop, interviews, Popavisms 101, and motivation. If that sounds like your cup of tea, then before you leave, kindly hit that subscribe button, hit the like button so the views could go up, hit that notification bell so when I upload videos like this, you get alerted. Yeah. And if it's not your first time, then you know how we do, because you've been rocking with the show. Tony. There was no other way. We in the end game now. And we is in the end game, people. We in the end game because Diamond Johnson, the young basketball budding star out of Atlanta, the female, the teenage female that was nice at ball, they were saying, that was gunned down in the barrage of bullets when some fuck shit was going on. They killers still haven't been apprehended. And I still have yet to see the WNBA and all of the woke people. Or I'll say selective woke people, because I won't say fake woke people, because that's a terminology that's been being used too. Fake woke. Instead of saying fake, I'll say selective, because it seems like, you know, we pick and choose when we want to get riled up and get provocative. It gets the people going, like dun 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 dun. Like that part, yeah. Like still haven't heard no real ruckus shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, last year when they was in the bubble, you know, they was taking a knee. It was the Black Lives Matter. It was a lot of publicity, a lot of energy. That feeling for, you know, people that was gunned down by the police. You know what I mean? Some right, some wrong. You know what I'm saying? But because they was white, oh no, in this case, because they was black, you know what I mean? It was a lot of noise about that. And when a 15-year-old budding star out of Atlanta get gunned down over some fuck shit, not even meant for her, you don't really hear a lot of the noise like that. You don't really hear a lot of the ruckus, and that's unfortunate. So we in the end game for that. We also in the end game because you know, after I remember going to school back when the Gulf War was going on. Like this was big news. This was like my first time being exposed to war and what can happen, you know, during war. You know what I mean? And we went over there and we bombed them and, you know, et cetera. So all these years later, like, shit's still going on. Like, so now the Palestine and Israel, you know, they going to war, they fighting. News just reported, like, they just bombed and leveled, like, a whole skyline building or whatever. And the casualties out of the 140 people that they say died, that they're reporting that died, 39 of them was kids. So it's like, damn, bro. We living in a world where kids are getting killed every day, B. And I'm being funny, but I'm not being funny. Like the Paid in Full with Cam. Niggas get killed every day, B. Like kids get killed every day, B. And this shit is sad. And I'm fighting hard to not get desensitized. And y'all seen the other video I did dealing with this topic. So if y'all rock with the channel, you know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. Try not to get desensitized as well to hearing news of little kids and babies being killed. But y'all know what it is. Y'all seen a little clip. So apparently, this dude named Troy Rowland, no relationship to Kelly Rowland, even though in the clip I'm about to spin now, y'all gonna see, you know what I mean, that he actually was with Kelly Rowland. So this dude is a scumbag, you know what I mean? And being how y'all don't know what's going on yet, because I only played that little snippet to lead right up to where I left it at, I'm gonna spin the clip now. Spin the clip I got from, told you I'm in these YouTube streets. I'm in these YouTube alleyways, and they should have never let me in the game. Like, yo, where's at? Oh, yo, I'm here now. Like, I'm here now, you know what I mean? And they should have never let me in the game. So I'm gonna spin the clip is by the other light-skinned nigga. The other light-skinned nigga on the other channel. Yeah, he a light-skinned nigga, but his podcast is called the Black Light Podcast. And I ain't gonna front. That's his shit. I'm not sure. He's saying that, you know, he coined that spin the clip. I'm not really sure about that. I think I might be a little older than him. I think I might have heard that somewhere else. Nonetheless, he used it on his channel, so I'm giving him props. I subscribe to his channel. I like this channel. I hit the notification button for his channel, so when he upload the videos, I get alerted. But anyway, when he going on his lives and all that, he got the L intro. Y'all know I'm a hip-hop head, so for those of y'all that's struggling in these rap world streets and your beats is trash, meaning how you're not hollering at Bombs Beats, a.k.a. Beat Bombs Got Beats, then y'all need to go holler at homie. I think he is a producer. But anyway, we going to spin the clip, you know what I mean? And when we finish spinning the clip, I'm going to come back and give y'all my commentary on this scumbag.
A sexually charged audition tape, and they were horrified to find out later the role never existed. One of the actresses filed a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission. In her complaint, the actress told the FTC Rowland was guilty of impersonation, coercion, fraud, and revenge porn.
I'm out the game.
The role was supposed to be in a spin-off of the highly popular television series Power.
He saw I was vulnerable and an easy target.
Rowland sent a script for the audition tape and the role of Keisha, whom he described as sexy, nice body, sexual, and sensual.
And I'll be reading for the role of Keisha.
Rowland gave him a scene to shoot in a strip club private room. Instructions were clear. She turns and shows him all she has, and she gives him the best lap dance he has ever had.
And just to know that he made all that of it.
Over an 8-month period beginning in 2020, in multiple cities, Rowland invited actresses to audition for this same role.
I need to be seductive, wear something very revealing, and don't be shy.
Rowland texted one actress and urged her to wear see-through lingerie as well as stripper attire.
Just can't handle all this.
And to urge them to be sexier, they say, Troy Rowland sent them the provocative audition tapes made by other actresses.
And he said, I want you to do it like them, but do it better.
Wear something a little bit more revealing in this area. Show off your assets. Stay open.
And everyone was like, do a little more. She did this, so you need to do a little bit more.
Janika Lachey from Houston and Erica Davis from California were stunned when one night in January, while they both happened to be acting in the same movie, they compared notes and ultimately unraveled the scheme.
It was devastating. Like, my heart just dropped. Like, I was shaking. Like, I didn't want to go home.
Something in me still wanted to know, like, what was he planning? What was he trying to do?
They reached out to Power casting director Rory Bergman, who confirmed their worst fears. There was no Keisha, no part at all, and they had no working relationship with Troy Rowland.
4 weeks, it's been nice.
Rory Bergman told the I-Team the auditions were reprehensible and that I want this guy to never be able to do this to anyone else again.
No one had a clue that behind closed doors he's preying on women like this.
As they grappled with what to do and who to tell, Janika and Erica realized they were far from alone. There were other women duped into provocative auditions.
And then another girl came up, and then another girl, and another girl. And then to know that my video was shared to bring these other women in.
They identified 5 other women. The I-Team talked to all of them, 4 on camera. Caitlin Bryant is the only one who didn't go through with her audition after a friend warned her it didn't seem right. She was stunned when she learned about the deception.
It just put me in a place that I had went dark, because at that moment, that's when I knew this was not real. And I thought it was just me.
All the rest share the same fear.
Where is that video at? That video has me in lingerie and partial nudity and a sexual, sensual dance. Yep. It's sick.
And that was the scary moment, was what are you doing with these videos?
Mr. Rowland, we want to talk to you very briefly, can we? We tried to talk to Troy Rowland before one of his acting classes. He jumped in his car and sped off. He also didn't answer our earlier emails, phone calls, or texts.
I think he's operating like a predator because of the strategies that he's using to get women on tape, and that is wrong.
All right, so y'all seen the clip. So this dude, Troy Rowland, again, no relation to Kelly Rowland, to my knowledge. And y'all seen her in the clip with him. He's an actor coach, and apparently he duped these black women. You know what I mean? I think it was like 7 of them. Only one of them was like, nah, shit don't seem right. I'm not taking off my clothes and jingling it, baby. Like, I'm not jingling the baby for anybody. And you gotta respect, you know what I mean, a sister that got some type of integrity. Not to say that actors don't, you know what I mean? But in any event, he duped these sisters to make a not a sex tape, so many sex tapes and shit going around, to make a stripper's rolled, tape, audition, a stripper's audition. Let's call it a stripper's audition. So these chicks was auditioning to be the best stripper that they could be in their lives. Now, I don't know if they got private dancing. I don't know their Instagram and all that. And, I told y'all, like, I be in the comments to gauge the temperature, to see what people, after you pass the trolls and the dickheads and the burner accounts, you know what I mean? Then you get to hear real people that you meet in the supermarket, that you see in the movies, that you may be at the cookout, and these is people's thoughts, just like my own as well. So you get to say, damn, people in Harlem is thinking like this, people in the Bronx, oh, they think like this. So today I learned, you know what I mean, because there was a lot of people like, where's the accountability for the women? And you know what, that's real big now. These is like gaslighting words, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anytime you talk about women and you talk about accountability, you got to be in the red pill sector. You got to be the mental, men go their own way sector. And y'all know my stance on these things as well. There's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. You can run from streets that we done took, walking with your head down. Yeah, that part. So in the comments, men and women is going back and forth. And I learned victim shaming, which I have never heard of, where, you victimize the victim for being victimized, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to victimize the victims at all. I think dude should be held accountable for what he did. He's not arrested yet, so look like from the clip. I'm not sure why. He should be arrested, but I don't think he should get 25 to life. I don't think, like in other cases where people is killing little kids and babies is dying, that you should be put him under the jail, then drop the jail on him. Now, he may be a predator and a pervert, and I was surprised Fox News showed, the clips that they showed, because that was the thing in the comments too. And the comments is rolling right now, as y'all can see. A lot of the women was like, why are they showing, why is Fox showing this? And even though it was blurred, you can kind of see what it is. But, we living in today's times where, Instagram and all these social medias, women is showing everything. Like, so You know, it's like, why the news showing it, but are they really exposing them? Because you see more of that on Instagram, in my humble opinion. And I'm on Instagram a lot, you know what I mean? Even though I deleted a lot of those accounts, I just deleted about like 40 to 50, and I'll be spinning back around, deleting some more. Like, I'm just done with it. Getting desensitized. Like, soon as when you go on the gram, you see booty, 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 booty rocking everywhere. Booty, 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 booty rocking everywhere. Like, rocking everywhere. Like, you used to see this shit everywhere. Like, even professionals. Like, you try to do trade. You hit me in the DM on some trade shit. I go to your gram, and you like, ta-da! You want to buy some Bitcoin? Hit a nigga on the bat line like, you want to buy some Bitcoin? But anyway, in the comments, you know, the men and the women, you know, they're like, don't shame the victims. It's not their fault. And then, you know, women was mad. And I'm like, this is a good observation. Like, they're mad. They're like, who knows where this tape is at? You know, this tape could be floating out there. The thing is, if it was 7 women and just say 6 women, because one of them didn't do it, only one of them, if the role was actually a real, genuine role, was going to get the role. So you could have got your tape back, but you still wasn't going to get anything. And then dudes, obviously, probably some trolls, is like, yo, don't let me find out these bitches got no fan pages only, because then it's like all bets is off. And you got to say, like, when a place is known for something, you got to take heed to that. Like, you know what I mean? You say Harlem, for instance, get money niggas, and, you know, woo, Brooklyn, like I said, Manhattan keeps on making it, Brooklyn keeps on taking it, Bronx keep creating it, and Queens keeps on faking it. Like, you know, Brooklyn is known, you get your head knocked off. Like, you get your dreads and the dance, you get your head knocked. You get your head knocked off in Harlem, too. Make no mistake about it. You get the point that I'm saying. Places develop reputations. Oh, they got the best steakhouse. They Kobe steak is slamming. So, you know, a lot of times, whether you want to like it or not, ladies, for the ladies in the back, and not all ladies, so we don't want to cast no aspersions on all of the women, but a lot. And what I'm about to say, it fits a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all seeking validation. Y'all seeking notoriety. You want to be baddies, models, you know, bad bitches and bitches, you know, depending on how you spell a word. Like, Tony, there was no other way. Had to get a nigga the time stone. Like, you can put different spins on it. But, yeah, a lot of y'all just want to be bad bitches and baby mamas. Like, you even seen that on one of the shows the other day, Kevin Samuel's show. Like, you know, he keep being in the mix because everybody keep giving him free publicity, whether right or wrong. See the video I did about the Breakfast Club with him. Well, he had a woman on his show the other day, and she not unique. Just like, yeah, I'm going to just have a baby on my own if that's what the case is, and we'll raise it with my family. Like, I have my cousins and my aunties help me raise a baby. Like, a whole man don't exist. Like, you don't need a man to raise a child. You know what I mean? Man, boy or girl, especially a boy, because women can't teach little boys how to be men. You know what I'm saying? But that's that. Like I said, I'm not going to shame the victims. I thought the comments was interesting. I even was going back and forth with a woman a little bit because she was like, you know, the black woman is, she quoted Malcolm X. You know what I mean? Our beloved Malcolm X. We all love Malcolm X. You know what I mean? Like, what he stood for, what he did for the people, him loving the people so passionately, and ultimately him sacrificing his life because they murdered him. You know what I mean? For what he stood for. She quoted Malcolm X, you know, what is it, 30, 60 years, no, 40, 50, 60 years ago. The quote where he was like, the black woman is the most unprotected, the most disrespected, and things of that nature. So obviously, dudes was in the comments like, yo, that's not the woman of today. That's not the narrative of the day. And I told y'all, I don't believe that either. I believe it's the kids. I believe it's the kids caught in the crossfire that's the most unprotected. I won't say most disrespected. I'll say the most neglected and overlooked. That's what I'll say. I won't say the kids is the most disrespected, but I'll say that lady that was on the Kevin Samuels show talking about having a baby, I'll say that's super selfish. That's all the way selfish. You ain't going to get a baby a chance at all. Like, you could just live with grandma. Well, I go to work, get this PhD. You could go stay with grandma, mama. Then when you're done, you can stay with uncle. Then you can stay with cousin. And it's like, damn, this how we going to raise our kids in going forward? So she was all the way wrong, all the way bugging out. But again, in the free world, because you liberated. The ladies of today is liberated. Like the commercial, shit is free. No, like free. Because if you go back 30 years, 40 years, 20, 30 years, you see the workout clothes is different. the clothes that women is, y'all free. Like, you know what I mean? You can't tell a bitch nothing. You can't tell a woman nothing. For those that got mad because I just said bitch. You can't tell y'all nothing. Like, you're educated, you're the most free and flamboyant, and all that disrespect and all. We see women, I've seen women, there's too much world star out here. And I'm not talking about the ladies in the video. Now I'm speaking overall because I'm not shaming the victim. Too many videos on World Star, women popping off not only with the feet and the hands, putting hands and feet, jumping in niggas' faces, fighting niggas, shooting at the police. See that video of the chick in Tennessee pulled out, bust out, though she was in a Western movie. Like, you bowl. Like, you got a whole set of balls between your legs. Like, and a lot of women are masculine now. A lot of that's dealing with the LGBTQ community and all the stuff. You know, women is, you know, they want to be men, some of them literally. Like, that's why they dress like men. And, you know, and obviously men dress like women that want to be women. Our society is fucked up. It's turned upside down. You know, we got to get better. We got to do better. But I don't think men being over here, women being over here is going to fix anything. I think we need to come in the middle, have some middle ground, and then put things back in proper order. What is the proper order? I'm going to say God, man, woman, child, sun, moon, star. Oh, you an enlightened Negro. Yeah, because people was like, yo, the women that he was talking about is not the women of today. And I agree with that. Without gaslighting, without looking for an argument, I'm not a troll. You know what I mean? And I'm not a troll. I like to have real conversation, if you can even have real conversation on the internet these days. So with that being said, homie is a scumbag. I don't know why he's not locked up. The world is a small place, you know what I mean? And hoes make the world even smaller, you know what I mean? That's a saying, I'm just being funny, you know what I mean? But it's coincidence that they always sending these auditions and then they happen to be in the same movie or in the same place going for a movie and then start comparing notes like, oh shit, you know this nigga Troy Rowland? Oh, woo. Oh yeah, because he sent me, told me to make a video of me shaking my ass. And then also men was like, these women was naive. And the other women was defending like, no, they actors and you never know. One role can change your life. And yeah, one role can change your life. One song, one viral video, see the glue girl, like, you know what I mean? See a couple of people that go viral for dumb shit, you know what I mean? Their lives has changed. They get endorsements, they get deals. You get weaves and new cars and all that for doing some dumb shit. That's why I told y'all on POPAVIST TV, yeah, like, we're not going to set ourselves on fire like the other niggas. We're not going to be standing in the middle of the highway doing dances and shit like the other niggas. And we're not going to keep, trying to talk down or talk about people that's higher than me on the YouTube totem pole. Like, I'm not going nowhere, but I'm not going to keep shouting out a nigga, tearing them down, speaking bad about them. Yeah, you got to go to the other channels for that. Over here, we deal in full transparency, and you know the rest. You know what I mean? If you like what you're hearing and you ain't do it already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. Yeah. Before I leave, it's the last thing that, speaking of Malcolm X, is this turned the comments all the way left. So somebody, being how she quoted Malcolm X, somebody was like, well, what if you think Malcolm X was here right now in 2021? Men got shit to deal with too. He wouldn't be happy with us either. I'm definitely not excusing the men. I'm a man. Like, I'm a man. Like the signs from the 60s when they used to hold up, I'm a man. Yeah, like I'm a man. So I'm not giving us a pass at all. Like, we fucked up in the game. But talking about the women for now. If Malcolm X could come back right now, Tom Stone him back like, Tony, there was no other way. I had to give him the Tom Stone. We in the end game now. And Malcolm X came back. And he could see the state and affairs of women today versus the women he was talking about back in the day. What do y'all think his response would be? Would you follow him? Or would you be one of the women writing petitions and shit? And we're going to talk about that, Colin Kaepernick, in another video. Would you be on one of those petitions trying to get Malcolm X canceled? I'm all ears, especially for the ladies. Fellas, y'all can answer too. What you think he would say? Would you follow the message? Like, you know what I mean? I think he would say, like, what the fuck is going on? Because, he talks to the people in the language that people can understand. But again, it's your boy, POPAVIST. You now tuned in to POPAVIST TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.